It's now getting so ridiculous. It looks like Ben and Jerry's were jealous of Bud Light and wanted to use their own creativity to piss off their customer base, please less than 1% of the country by alienating their customers to make them feel good about themselves. Let's get into it. According to the New York Post, Ben & Jerry's parent company, Unilever, has lost $2.5 billion in stock since sharing an anti-American tweet on the 4th of July. This goes to show the progressives are not an intelligent bunch. Business news flash: you don't pick America's birthday to trash America and expect to grow your revenues. In America, would you say, Tina was my best friend and stuff until like that effing slut slept with my husband last year? Happy birthday, Tina! So now the ice cream company's stock is melting. Yes, I said that. Shares of Unilever, the Anglo-Dutch multinational firm, meaning the globalist corporation, slid as much as 1% at Thursday's opening bell after closing down at 0.5% the previous day. The company's stock price has fallen to roughly $51 after closing at $52.28 during Monday's shortened trading, and the day before Ben & Jerry's posted its unpatriotic tweet. The result has been its market cap drop of $131 billion from the roughly $133.5 billion on Monday. But let's talk about the message itself. Where leftists of all stripes have always argued is that white Europeans stole the land from indigenous peoples. Today, I'd like to focus on the untold stories of our great nation and debunk the myth of a stolen country. But first, let's take a look at the dumbass tweet that they put out. It says, this 4th of July, it's high time we recognize that the U.S. exists on stolen indigenous land and commit to returning it. Learn more to take action now. Let me get this right. So the virtue signaling Ben & Jerry's started their company on stolen land. They sell ice cream to people whose ancestors could have stolen the land. And they have company buildings all over stolen land. So then who the hell are they to start virtue signaling to the rest of us? I don't eat Ben & Jerry's anyway because I don't like it. Well, it's not that I don't like ice cream. I love ice cream, but I've always known that Ben & Jerry's were a bunch of libtards. And I just have no respect for anybody that would put politics into their business where they sell products to the consumer of America. I mean, unless it's a political product. If you're trying to sell food, something like that, you're trying to sell beer, ice cream, clothing. Why in God's name would you want to put a political message in that? Especially one that's anti-American. It's just stupid. All right, so I want to get into it. So the left has always argued that we stole the land from indigenous people, right? Well, America is a land of dreams and endless possibility. Even today, with all the shit that we're being put through by the Marxists. For centuries, our nation has been driven by the pursuit of progress, pushing our borders and shaping the world that we live in. But there's more to that story than meets the eye. Have you ever wondered why some Americans hesitate to defend their country? We understand that loving our country comes naturally to us because we're middle-class, working-class Americans who form the backbone of our society. You're the heart and soul of this land, cherishing the values that make America truly exceptional. But America was not stolen. It was built through the collective efforts and contributions of diverse communities. Our nation's progress was driven by the resilience and the innovations of its people, including indigenous Americans, immigrants, and generations of hardworking families who were born here. The American dream was never about taking away someone's land. It was and continues to be a beacon of hope and opportunity for all who seek a better life. Our shared history reminds us together we can build a stronger and more inclusive future. As middle-class Americans who love our country, we understand the power of unity. We celebrate the melting pot of cultures that have shaped America into the vibrant nation it is today. The leftists say that we stole the land because it's all part of their goal to take us down. They want you to forget the good that the United States has done for the world, not just for the people here, but for the world. Okay? They want you to wake up every morning and look in the mirror and say, you know what, Christ, how are we great? We stole this land. No, we didn't. Like any other country that was made, people migrated here. So are we saying that all of Joe Biden's 7 million illegals stole this land because they came into it? No. And how many nations were here before us? And the people in those nations were killing each other before we even arrived. We civilized the world. That's what we did. So Ben and Jerry's can stuff their ice cream where the sun don't shine. Because American patriots have learned that we do have a way to fight back. It's globalism, this Marxist revolution that we're in the midst of. And that is to vote with our wallets. You get 2 votes. You get 1 vote at the ballot box and the other one is with your wallet. We finally learned how to utilize that. The left did boycotts for years, but you want to know something? They were never really effective the way that these boycotts are, because there's far more of us than there are of that 10% of 30% of the country, which is the leftists who do boycotts. But when you tell American working class and middle class people that America is stolen land, you deserve everything you get for it in the markets. All right, so that's it. Thanks for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one.
Another way to begin the story would be to start from the